Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God has given us unlimited treasures in His Word. Every time we open it, we can discover a new treasure or admire an old one. What will we find today? Here's Carla Early with Treasure Hunt in the Word.
What's your favorite comfort food? Maybe it's something that reminds you of someone special or a special time in your life. Maybe you have a favorite comfort verse, too. The beginning of John 14 has comforted Christians down through the ages, though Jesus first spoke them to His disciples in the upper room right after their last Passover meal together. Every Passover after that, they would remember Jesus' words of comfort to them. Let me read you the first 4 verses. Let not your heart be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you to myself, that where I am, there you will be also. And where I go, you know, and the way you know. Every time before when Jesus said, my Father's house, He was talking about the temple in Jerusalem. But when He arrived in Jerusalem earlier that week, He had visited the temple and declared they had made it a den of thieves. He had also predicted that the temple would be destroyed, not one stone left on another. So He wasn't going there. He'd been there and knew that it wouldn't last. Besides, the temple in Jerusalem was only an earthly copy of the one in heaven, the real thing. That's where He was going, our true home. Jesus knew His disciples and His followers throughout the ages would suffer here on earth. They needed comfort and assurance that they had a place specially prepared for them in heaven. Here, we're strangers and foreigners, Paul says in Ephesians. But when we become Christians, our true citizenship is in heaven. As Peter wrote later, we have a living hope, an incorruptible, undefiled inheritance that does not fade, reserved in heaven for us. So that though we have various trials here on earth for a little while, we can greatly rejoice about our eternal future. That's what Jesus is giving them a glimpse of here. It seems like most theologians want to make sure people understand that the word translated mansions in the King James doesn't mean that we'll each have our own huge antebellum mansion, but it means rooms or dwelling places. But to tell you the truth, I think that will be the least of our concern when we get there. So I kind of like how the New Living Translation puts it. There is more than enough room in my Father's home. So Jesus will be leaving, but it's to prepare a place for them and to us. And He's not going to be gone forever. He says, I will come again to receive you to myself, that where I am, there you may be also. I love that picture. Especially in Acts 7, 55 through 56, when the angry mob was about to stone Stephen, he gazed up into heaven and saw Jesus standing at the right hand of God. Normally he's sitting, but here he's standing to welcome Stephen into his presence. Jesus personally received Stephen to Himself, as He will each of us when our time comes. And as 2 Corinthians 5:8 says, to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. How can these words comfort us and keep our heart from being troubled here on earth?
You can contact us at treasurehuntintheword@gmail.com. We'd love to hear the treasures God has given you through His Word. You can listen to other episodes on our website, which you can find in the description below. Thank you for listening, and remember, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.